Have you guys ever thought of what it would look like if the presidents made a tier list? Now you don't have to wonder, ladies and gentlemen, because today we're going to be watching the presidents rank every zombies map. Now, why is today different, ladies and gentlemen? Why is today different? Why is this video different from anybody else watching? Because I'm going to make my own tier list of my favorite zombie maps, and then I'm going to see if it matches the presidents, ladies and gentlemen. I know, you're going to see the Legend HD's exclusive tier list. I'm very, very excited because I don't think I've ever put out a Cod Zombies map tier list. I have put out totally different types of tier lists. I've gotten other YouTubers to do crazy type of tier lists. But have I ever done a Call of Duty Zombies map tier list? The answer, I think, is no. Pretty sure it's no, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think I've ever done it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Now, this is only Treyarch map. So we are going to only watch Treyarch maps, and I'm pretty excited.
So
let's just watch them get into it. Yeah, I don't really have too much to say. Let's flip and do this. Let's flip and do this, cuz. For Obama.
So are we ranking every zombies map, including Infinite Warfare, Exo Zombies, and World War II?
Fuck no. Only Treyarch.
Yeah, fuck that.
All those
Real. Only Treyarch. Except for Space
zombie
Man.
modes suck compared to the real thing.
You do gotta admit, though, Donald, Zombies in Spaceland is a goated map.
Oh, for sure. One of the best maps ever made.
Real.
It's just everything else not made by Treyarch is mid.
Mid.
Don't even get me started on the Beast from Beyond or the Tortured Path.
What about Extinction?
You know, I actually like the Tortured Path.
Of fucking course Joe likes the Tortured Path. That map,
That's funny.
if you can even call it one, puts me to sleep. Which I guess explains why you like it, Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe.
Okay, let's not start arguing.
Sleepy
just
Joe,
yet.
ladies and gentlemen.
We
Sleepy
have lots of maps
Joe.
to get through with Treyarch
Sleepy
alone.
Joe.
So let's get started with Nacht.
F tier. Horrible. No perks or pack-a-punch. Are you kidding?
You can't put Noct in F tier, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot put Noct in F tier. Really the main reason is, well, I mean, it's Nocturne and Toten. It's the first map. How are you gonna put Noct in F tier? You can't do that.
Well, that's not really fair, Donald.
You can't do
Noct
that.
Was the very first Zombies map and laid
Real.
the way for everything
Joe
that came after
Biden
it.
is low-key
some respect.
spitting. Show
Yeah,
some
seriously,
show
Don.
some respect.
Without Nacht, we wouldn't have the great maps we have today.
Real?
I'd give it at least C tier.
No
Real.
way. Noct is so boring. The World at War version has no wonder weapon, and it always takes forever for the zombies to walk their slow asses to the barricades. How is that fun?
That's not
Listen,
valid.
Donald, nobody is saying it's a masterpiece. You just got to
Yeah.
appreciate what it did for the franchise. Can
Yeah.
we compromise at D tier?
We could compromise
Whatever,
a D
let's just
tier.
move on from this dog shit map.
Let's
All righty, next up is Barrett.
Solid
Okay.
B tier. I love the creepy
Verruct.
atmosphere and the tight map layout. It's very difficult, but that adds to the fun.
You know, I can agree with that. There's no pack-a-punch, but it did introduce Perca-Colas and the roaming mystery
True.
box mechanic. A
True.
big step up from
Power
shooting at-
switch.
I don't know,
Shit,
man.
no.
I think it's too scary, and that's no fun. I'd give it
Joe is like, yeah, the chair gives me flashbacks to the dentist seat.
Bruh, are you serious, Joe? Grow a pair.
Are you serious right now, bro? Are you serious?
Putting it in B.
Great, now onto the map that never seems to go away.
Hey, I know this map from Vanguard. I love this one.
There are so many things wrong with what you just said. For starters, Shino Numa is mid as fuck anyways, but the Vanguard version is even worse.
You're right about the Vanguard version being awful, even though it probably is the best part of that game. But
Oh, God,
the original
dude. If they swear to God, if Joe Biden mentions Vanguard one more time, I'm gonna beat him
was
up.
pretty cool.
Beat up Joe
It really
Biden.
kicked off the storyline and gave us the original crew.
I
True.
agree, but who goes back and actually plays Shino Numa still?
True.
It was cool when it came out, but now is overshadowed by practically every map that came after it.
True.
If I was being generous, I could see putting it in D tier.
I don't know. I really liked it on Vanguard. I'd give it an S tier.
Oh my God.
Shut the fuck up, Sloppy Joe.
Sloppy?
You're a simpleton if you think Vanguard is good.
Sloppy is
Play a real
crazy, ladies and
zombies
gentlemen.
game
Sloppy
like
is
Black
crazy.
Ops 3.
Seriously, Joe.
Real.
Vanguard was a bigger travesty than when George destabilized the Middle East for oil.
Fuck you, Barack. You didn't exactly try and make things better over there.
Real.
Whatever, let's just put this shit in D tier and move on to a real goated map. Der Reese, surely we can all
Real.
agree that this is
Derice has got to be an A tier. I don't think it's an S tier, but it's got to be A
S
tier.
tier.
Yeah,
I
agree with that.
disagree.
It gave us the Pack-a-Punch, monkey bombs, tons of lore, etc.
Yep.
It really was
Yep,
a huge
yep,
step
yep.
forward for zombies.
Real,
I
Joe?
thought you said you haven't played a lot of these old maps when we did the Moon Easter egg the other day.
He probably just forgot because he has dementia. Best to not worry about it. That said, Der Riese is a
Oh,
certified
don't do
masterpiece,
Joe
and you
like
can't go
that,
any
bro.
lower than
Don't do
S
Joe
tier.
like that. Don't
That
do
was
Joe
an
like
easy
that.
decision. Glad we agree. Next
Yep.
up, one of my favorites, Kino.
Yeah, I got to back Obama.
Oh, no. Oh, no. The best zombies map of all time. Kino and Totem, Black Ops 1.
Come on,
Ladies and gentlemen,
this
Kino's
one,
and
Kino
Totem,
is so
Black
good,
Ops
a
1.
classic.
Of fucking course, the two sissy Democrats like the most overrated zombies map ever.
Whoa.
Kino is for little babies and is just a worse
For little
version of
babies is
Der Riese.
crazy.
People only like it because it was their first zombies map. It doesn't hold up.
Yeah, Kino didn't really innovate too much from Der Riese, but I still like it. I'd say it's a B tier.
I guess B tier's
map.
fine.
I was thinking A tier at least. I mean, it's iconic.
It is
An
iconic.
Piece of shit, maybe. Here.
Donald, you are clearly in the minority here. I think it's an S tier, but just to stop your bitching, how about we settle for B tier?
You guys are fucking crazy. Kino is so boring, but whatever.
That B tier's fine. Kino and Totem's not a bad map. Not a bad map
Here's
whatsoever.
an underrated map. 5 is awesome.
5
We
is
as
awesome.
presidents should all agree that it is a really cool map concept.
That's real. We as presidents, it is in the Pentagon. You've all been there. It is a great concept. Okay, America, stand for your country. Gotta be
Well,
in it.
President Cheeto, any shit talk you want to spew? about
President
5?
Cheeto. Okay, President Cheeto. Obviously, he's talking about Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, we will not take the slander on 5. If 5 has any slander, okay, for time in the world, do not stand still, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, playing as JFK is really cool, but I'd have
True.
to say it's D tier because the Wonder Weapon is straight ass, and the Pentagon Thief is one of the lamest special rounds ever.
I would
Donald has
definitely
a point. The
disagree.
Winter's Howl is dog shit. I stubbed
It's
my
not the
little toe on
best.
the Oval Office desk once, and I think that hurt more than that gun ever could.
I say we meet in the middle at
Yeah,
C.
the win is how does suck. It is bad. It might be the worst Wonder Weapon ever. It might be the worst.
C tier. It's a flawed masterpiece, in my opinion.
Flawed masterpiece.
up-
C tier? Yeah,
is
that's
Ascension.
fine.
I fucking hate this map for
Dude, oh my. I'm giving claps to Donald Trump, bro, for this. Don't take that out of context. Ascension sucks, bro. Ascension sucks. I hate Ascension. The problem with Ascension is just everything. If you've been on my channel for a long time, you know I hate Ascension. I think Ascension is one of the worst
couple
maps
reasons.
ever.
The lack
I
of a
hate
new
Ascension.
Wonder Weapon and those fucking space monkeys.
Oh, dude, the fucking space monkeys and the black and white and the fact that it's just boring, man. What a
The
boring map.
monkeys definitely drag the map down a lot,
Real.
but it's still a cool map that's fun to go for high rounds on.
It can be, but it's too easy. The only fun strategy on that map is the power room strat.
Come on, they're not that bad. It makes the map challenging.
I like that the map
It's pretty
starts
bad.
in black and white. Reminds me of the good old days.
Jesus.
God, you are ancient.
H fucking Christ. Somebody can put Grandpa to bed. He thinks the map having no color is a positive.
Focus, guys. We have a lot of maps left to cover. Clearly, there are mixed emotions about Ascension. It did give us the first ever Easter egg quest,
True.
so I say we settle for B tier.
Whatever you say.
I guess we can give a little respect to the first Easter egg. And I will give respect that it did have a good innovations. It did have, PhD and stamina up. It did have lunar landers, which are fine. But, man, I just hate playing the map. I understand it's iconic at the time, but I hate the map. So, it is what it is.
Hey, Hussein.
Call of the Dead is
Hussein is crazy. Let's just move
up
on.
next. To be honest,
Call of the Dead should be, at least a B tier. Great map. I enjoy
Honest,
Call of
this
the Dead a
map
lot.
never really
I would
clicked
say A
with
tier,
me.
personally.
Understandable. The Wonder Weapons are pretty mediocre all around.
Real?
George Romero can be a pain in the ass.
Real?
And the icy waters can be really annoying to deal with.
Real?
But I think there is good to be found. It's another B tier for me.
Call of the Dead,
Are you
yeah.
guys
I
kidding
can
me?
see that.
Sleepy Joe, you just don't know perfection when you see it. Call of the Dead has so many amazing features. Sure, the Wonder Weapons are lackluster, but they are unique.
That's
and
real.
You can get the Wunderwaffe from George after doing the Easter
After doing the Easter egg, which is an amazing feature.
And this is the first time we got the amazing music of Avenged Sevenfold. in Call
Real?
of Duty.
I forgot about
You know,
that.
I was leaning more towards B tier as well, but I think Donnie has swayed me. The Easter egg is pretty good, and there's 2 versions depending on if you're playing solo or co-op, which I appreciate.
True.
Plus, I have fond memories of rocking out to Avenged Sevenfold while playing this in the Oval Office.
Avenged Sevenfold. Avenged Sevenfold.
Thank you, Barack. Seems bipartisanship is possible after all. Personally, this is an S tier for me.
S tier is just too high. The map does have some glaring issues. Want to meet in the middle
True.
at A tier?
I mean, not really, but since you dumbasses can't appreciate the masterpiece that Call of the Dead is, guess we have to.
I guess
All
we
right,
have to,
Shangri-La's
ladies and
up
gentlemen.
next.
Talk about mid as fuck.
Yeah, Shang is very challenging, but not in a fun way, but more
Yeah.
about I want to pull my...
Yeah, Shang is like... First off, don't ever hear JCBackfire. Don't ever let JCBackfire hear this, but I would agree. Shang is pretty mid.
hair out kind of way.
I think we may have a unanimous decision here. The baby gun is fun, though, and the Easter egg is pretty good, so I say we put it in D tier.
Works for me. Moon is up next.
Moon. Moon, dude. Moon. I love Moon. I love Moon. I think Moon is one of the greatest maps ever.
Probably the
love
most annoying
Moon.
Black Ops map to play, which is saying something considering some of the maps on there are not that fun.
What a load of malarkey. Moon is a great map.
Real. Good job, Joe.
You literally just played Moon for the first time the other day and were carried through the Easter egg.
Ooh, call him out Obama, but I'll explain. When you're not in an area with air and being forced to wear that stupid fucking helmet, you can
Real.
barely hear shit. You're
that's
constantly
true.
being forced to stop what you're doing and go to spawn to stop excavators from drilling. The astronaut steals your perks, and it's Jug he takes 99% of the time.
Yeah, why is that? Why is it always Jug or Quick Revive? It's never a perk I don't want. You guys realize that? Every time it's Jug
The
or Quick
zombies
Revive.
will float towards you and hit you, or you'll float too far into a horde of zombies.
Well,
Need I
that's just
continue?
a user error.
But it's zombies on the fucking moon. Immediate
True.
S tier.
Donald
True.
does make some good points, but the map is absolutely iconic. I can't put it any lower than A tier.
A tier is way too fucking high for Moon. This map is overrated as fuck. The only positive is the Easter egg.
The
which is
only
cool when
positive?
The stars actually align for you to
The
get
stars
everything you
align.
need to do it.
Yes, it's RNG. Yes, yes. But the wave gun's an amazing wonder weapon. It's just a great place. I think in BO3 it goes from BO1 to BO3. BO1 it's like a B tier. BO3 makes it S tier. The hacker is such a really cool feature. You know, Area 51 is such a cool thing as well. Even though it does suck that you might have to go back twice to get Jug. But that's why you go back. So next time you go back, it is Jug. So when you go down, it is Jug. So that's kind of like pre-setting it. So I never really find that to be a huge issue. I've introduced Mule Kick, which is very iconic. I don't understand the hate for Moon.
Waiting for Excavator Pie to breach Tunnel 6 wastes more time than Sleepy Joe's inauguration that nobody watched.
Will you shut up, man? At least I didn't lie about how many people showed up to mine.
Oh,
Sleepy
that's
Joe.
my president.
So,
No, I'm just kidding.
all I'm saying is this map cannot go any higher than C tier, and that's me being generous.
Whatever, let's just move on to the next map.
Oh, God. Transit. Talk
disrespectful.
about something that actually does turn me into Sleepy Joe.
I know you're not shit talking one of the all-time.
Don't you
classics,
dare!
Joe.
Don't you
What the
dare!
fuck are you
Ro,
going on
don't
about,
you
Don? Transit
dare.
sucks and everybody knows it.
Don't
Yeah,
you
seriously,
dare.
Donald, this should have been a quick one to get through. Are you saying you actually like transit?
Damn right I am. This map took big risks when it released, and the businessman in me loves taking risks. I mean, you can ride a bus like Rosa fucking Parks on this map.
Oh. I don't know where Rosa Parks came in here. What? It's just Black History Month. Crazy.
What the fuck, bro?
And before you
what the fuck, bro?
call me racist, I'll have you know I actually met Rosa Parks.
Before. Is that Muhammad Ali next to her?
Terrific woman. She would have loved transit.
Oh my god, I forget how old some of these people are. That's so crazy. You know what else is crazy as well is I thought it would be funny where he was like, before you call me racist, I thought he was gonna be like, before you call me racist, Obama, if you would have ran for a third term, I would have voted for you. Also, my best friend's girlfriend is black. Also, and I just kept going on like stupid things that some people will say to try to say they're not racist. I thought that was gonna happen, but no. That flipped a complete 180. I did not see that.
Common Trump
That
L.
was crazy.
The
That
only
was
one
crazy.
taking an L today
That was
is
crazy.
you losers who can't recognize
Also, Common Trump L. Real.
greatness. I mean, for example, transit is huge. Bigger
Huge.
means better.
He didn't even say huge. He said huge.
And don't get me started on the wonder weapon. It actually requires skill to use. It's not overpowered.
Don't do that. It's the jet gun. Really?
For the sake of being overpowered. And there
But that
are
makes
two
it fun.
Easter eggs, depending on if you want to follow Max.
But both
with
Easter
the
eggs
ritual.
suck.
Even your shitty little knock that you all love so much is in transit.
I can't believe we're listening to this malarkey. Just drop it in F tier Barry and let's move on.
Malarkey is crazy.
Okay, Nuketown Zombies is up next.
Nuketown is pretty boring, not gonna lie.
Yeah, who likes waiting 20-something rounds for Jug to hopefully fall from the sky?
Yeah, D tier,
Plus
F
no
tier.
wonder weapon.
D tier,
Drop
F tier.
this shit in D tier where it belongs.
Real.
Will do. Next up is Die Rise.
Die Rise is
I'm interested to
mid.
hear your guys' thoughts on this one.
Hashtag remaster Die Rise.
George really likes this map because there are lots of buildings that are collapsing on it.
Holy shit, Sleepy Joe comes in.
Every time George Bush gets a joke at him, it's a 9/11 joke, ladies and gentlemen. You like Die Rise because it's like the Twin Towers. God,
With a haymaker.
Fuck you, Joe. I happen to enjoy the layout of the map and some of the unique mechanics. The verticality of Die Rise is something we never really saw again. The Sliquifier is one of the strongest wonder weapons, even
pre-patch.
without a pack-a-punch version. The Trample Steam is a fun mode of travel across the different buildings, etc.
But aren't you forgetting something, George? For the Easter egg, you have to play with little mahjong tiles like an old white woman. And this map gave us possibly the worst perk ever, Who's Who.
I mean, the Who's Who jingle does
That's
slap.
so
though.
funny. The Who's Who jingle does slap. According to the Zombies community, it does slap.
And it takes place in China.
I nominate Die Rise to the D tier.
Yeah, for
I
real.
nominate-
D tier it is. Sorry, George.
Surely we can all agree that Mob of the Dead is an easy S tier?
Real.
Yep.
Of course, everything about it is terrific. The best, believe me.
I don't know, guys. I think
Shut up, Joe. Moving on to the Buried.
I was gonna say, bro, no way.
Africa Barak. Does it remind you of home?
Fuck you, Don, you racist prick. You know damn well I
He just said that he's not racist because he met Rosa Parks. Then he says that. Donald is on another
was
level.
born in Hawaii.
Prove it. Let's see your birth certificate.
Oh, no, not the birth certificate now.
How about we see your birth certificate to prove you're not the love child of Hitler and a dried up old tangerine?
Holy shit, Joe just gives no fucks tonight.
Dude, Joe
Calm
is on
down,
something.
Creepy Joe. It was just a
Creepy
joke.
Joe.
Moving on, what
Joe is on some, bro. Joe is fighting,
are we
bro.
feeling about Buried?
Look at Joe,
Personally,
bro.
I think it's a tad on the easy side, but it is really fun. I personally
fun.
think the witches are dummy thick.
It's only easy if
I
you're
agree
going to like round
wholeheartedly
30,
about the
but if
witches
you're going
Barak.
around 100, it's not
I
very
think
easy.
the map is way too easy, too.
Very
It's
difficult
like
past like
Baby's
round 80,
first
round
Zombies
70.
map. The Paralyzer is pretty dope, though.
It is dope.
Easy. Try getting to a high round on this map. It's
Real.
not easy. You have to use buildables, which is annoying as fuck.
Sounds like a skill issue, Joe.
It's not
This
a
map
skill
is
issue.
a solid B tier for me, though.
Okay, Bush.
I was leaning more towards C tier.
Bush.
I was
That's
thinking
the
D
that's
tier.
the Bush
I
right
can't
now.
stand this map.
He likes Dry
Especially
Rise.
Leroy and his big dumb ass that you have to coax.
Leroy
Jenkins.
Jenkins.
Fuck you, dum dum. And his name is Arthur, not Leroy.
All right,
It's Leroy. It's Leroy. It's
Maybe
never
leaving
going
the
to be
middle of
Arthur,
C
even
tier,
though
we
it's his
can't
actual
argue
name.
about Buried all night. We still have lots of maps to get through.
Fine by me. Next up is
C tier's
Origins,
low,
easy
bro.
S tier.
Truly
Easy
one
S
of
tier.
the all-time classics.
Easy S tier.
Yeah, I really love the ending cutscene too. Samantha looks cute as hell in those little pajamas.
Wait, what? She's like 9 years old. She's like 9 years old. Dude. So first you sniffing daughters, and now you like Samantha's in this. Whoa, guys, I want to hear Trump. I bet you Trump's gonna respond to that. Oh God.
Yeah, I really love the ending cutscene too. Samantha looks cute as hell in those little pajamas.
So Shadows of Evil
Yeah, just silence. Just silence.
then.
Personally, I don't like the direction Black Ops 3 took the storyline.
What?
It used to be cool when it was about secret Nazi experiments and shit like that. But the Lovecraftian stuff and different dimensions just made an already complicated story that much more hard to follow.
I think it's
I mean,
a
I
skill
get that,
issue.
but Black Ops 3's storytelling wasn't that hard to
It's
follow.
pretty easy.
Sure,
I
there
mean,
was a
you
lot
just-
hidden
you
below
just
the
collect
surface,
souls.
But Zombies was always like that.
Real.
Just watch a MrRoffelwaffles video, and it all makes sense.
Yeah, Blundell was cooking. when he
Mr.
made Black
Waffles,
Ops
yeah.
3.
Let Blundell cook, ladies and gentlemen. Let Blundell cook. Also, just watch a Rat Austin whiteboard video, ladies and
And
gentlemen.
Shadows of Evil is a perfect example.
Real.
The aesthetic of the 1920s was perfect,
Morgue
especially
City.
the soundtrack. The beast
Yes.
mode mechanic was a cool spin on Afterlife
I
mode
think
from
it's-
Mob of the Dead,
I like
which
Afterlife
this
more.
map shares a lot of similarities with.
Yes.
I suppose that's fair. I mean, Black Ops 3 is the best game in terms of gameplay, so the maps are fun to play regardless.
The
Yes.
Apothecon Servant is a fun wonder weapon, and the Margwa, Parasites, and Meatballs are unique enemies to spice up the gameplay of normal zombies.
True.
Also, Jeff fucking Goldblum is one of the characters.
True.
So can we agree on S tier for shadows?
Sure, I can accept that.
Next up is DE.
Ah, Der Eisendrache, one of the greatest maps ever made.
True.
For sure, it's in a medieval castle, and as we all know, I'm a sucker
Oh, I knew he was gonna say it. I knew he was gonna say he's a sucker for medieval castles.
for medieval castles.
Yep, there it is.
I don't know, Jack. I didn't like the wonder weapon that much. Seemed kind of weak.
Joe, that's because your slow ass never built anything other than the wolf bow. Because you're a noob. Maybe pull up another
Mr.
MrRoffelwaffles
Roffelwaffles?
guide and build the goaded bow next time.
As soon as he said pull up, I was like, yep.
This map had an amazing Easter egg bringing Dempsey
Let
home.
me bring my
That
camera a
ending
little
cutscene
lower.
still gets to me. And the first ever boss fight in Zombies was on
There we
this
go.
map. It deserves S tier.
Actually, the first boss fight in Zombies was against Oz and Exo Zombies Descent. Just saying.
I know you didn't just
Bro, we're not even. That's not even a boss fight. That's a DJ, bro.
actually George about
DJ
Exo
Oz, actually.
Zombies. We pretend that shit doesn't exist, Barack.
Exo Zombies isn't bad, and Descent is the best map of that thing, so I am fine with them mentioning it. But don't say it's the first boss.
Well, I know your
Come on
side
now.
likes to
Come on
spread
now.
misinformation, Don. Just had to put that out there. Let's just put Der Eisendrache in S tier.
Fucking Zetsubo, this map sucks.
While I agree it is a step down in quality from DE and Shadows, it isn't that bad.
Isn't that bad?
I'll
the
move my
map
camera
is
back up.
ugly
I don't like
as
it in the middle.
shit. The Easter egg is tedious and not fun. The boss fight is barely a boss fight at all. The process of getting the KT4 is not fun in the slightest. And that
Upgrading it's fun though. Killing that spider boss, that's pretty sick.
Shrek motherfucker zombie is one of the worst special zombies
Real.
in Treyarch history.
Definitely the worst map in
So where do you
BO3.
propose we put it, Donald? I think it's a C tier myself.
F tier. Nobody likes this map.
It can't be F
Well,
tier.
I think you're just shitting on it because some zombies YouTubers told you it wasn't fun and you listened to them. But
Yeah, because Noah J doesn't like it. I think you gotta. Well, it was bad at launch, so it's still bad now. That's the Trump
the
the Trump
spiders scare
mentality.
me, so D tier.
Oh, you're such a pussy, but all right, D it is then.
Next is
The
Garage
spiders
Cody.
scare me.
I
Oh
hate
my
this map.
god.
Dragon Zombies.
I mean, it is kind of ridiculous, but the map itself is pretty
Holy shit, that scared the fuck out of me. How did that even play? I'm not even in a tab.
fun, and there's 2 boss fights.
I can't do this
Ultimus
anymore,
Nikolai
y'all.
is really hilarious
I can't
on
do
this
this
map,
anymore.
too.
The big negatives for me are the Easter egg being really annoying. Some of those challenges
Yeah.
are just not fun or downright frustrating.
Yeah,
And the wonder weapon is not that good on high rounds.
true.
Yeah, the Mark III is kind of.
But I would disagree that it's overrated. Garage is an amazing map. It's an amazing map. Is it JCBackfire, MrTLexify, S tier first map? No, but it's definitely a top 10 map. And if you think differently, it was revolutionary at the time. It's got 2 boss fights. It's got a great location. It's got the Gauntlet of Siegfried, which is amazing. You know, it's got Dragon Strikes. I mean, it's got a great Pack-a-Punch step. I mean, process. It's got some good Easter eggs. I like the bomb step. So, I think you got to put it
No
SRA.
cap. Don't
Got to
get me
put it
started on
SRA.
Those annoying ass Valkyrie drones. Annoying
They're
as
not
fuck.
bad.
And the dragon constantly breathing fire down on your training
That's
spot.
annoying.
So fucking dumb.
Better not let JCBackfire hear you shit-talking Gorod, Donald. He'll come after you.
Let that little weasel come after me. I
Oh.
don't fucking care. Garad is overrated. It's not the worst map by any means, but I never go back and play it.
I still think it's a solid A tier. It's flawed, but still a great map.
I mean, Donald, you should love it. It takes place in Russia after all.
Oh, shut up with the Russia hoax, Joe.
Moving
Oh,
on, Revelations.
God.
Personally, I think it's
It's
fun.
fake news.
Tier at best.
Yeah, I like that there are 2 really overpowered wonder weapons on it.
It's
It
fun.
makes for a fun and easy high round experience.
Only way your noob ass is ever making it to round 100.
We do got to talk about that
No.
Easter egg, though. I mean, it took like a week
Sleepy
to solve
Joe.
because of how nonsensical the steps were.
Yeah, who
True.
the fuck thought that
The
going
steps
around
were
shooting
pretty
random rocks
crazy.
and bones was a good idea for an Easter egg?
And the
True.
boss fight is just the Shadows of Evil fight recycled.
I think gameplay is more important than the Easter egg, and it was really cool seeing a bunch of old maps return in one map. Plus, there was a lot of cool story details and plot threads tied up via radios and ciphers around the map.
True.
Oh, Sleepy, you poor mistaken fool. Revelations was literally a copy-paste of other maps. There was nothing new gameplay-wise to the formula. No new shield, new wonder weapon, specialist weapon, etc. It was a rip.
That was true. That was pretty bad. There was no new shield, no new wonder weapon, no new specialist weapon. But I would like to say that there was, I guess it was unoriginal, but it's what the community wanted at the time. And plus, it went for an idea and it worked. It banged. The idea was a good idea. So I don't think you can really hate. It's even though it's in other maps, it still feels like its own map. It doesn't feel like you are playing Nocturne. When you're Nocturne, it doesn't feel like you're playing, you know, like all the other maps you're playing in, you know, Origins, Horizon, Dragon. It doesn't feel like you are playing those maps. It does feel like you are playing Revelations all the time, every time. So I would still say, like,
Rip-off.
it's
Personally,
not a
it's a C tier for me.
Nuh-uh, A tier.
You
C
both
tier
are
is
so
fine.
wrong.
B
It's an
tier is
F tier.
fine.
Guess I'll settle this like how I handled Al-Qaeda. Put it in C-tier Obama and call it a day.
George, if you ever try and overrule me again, I'll have to throw my shoe at you.
Well, the last time that happened, I dodged that shit with speed the likes of which you could never fathom. Your lard ass couldn't hit a stationary target.
Come to Mar-a-Lago, I'll square up, George. You neocon pussy.
Gentlemen, we got to get through BO4 still. Just relax.
Oh, don't remind me. Black Ops 4 is such a letdown compared to the masterpiece that is Black Ops 3.
Real.
I actually liked it, especially Blood of the Dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Biden. He likes, what else did he like? He loves Verrucht. He loved, what else did he love? He loved, dude, some of the maps he loved, I don't remember. Some of the maps he loved. Some of the things that this Mr. Biden says. He loves Ascension. I'm guessing he likes Dead of the Night. I'm guessing he likes Voyage of Despair, because Blood Dead is shit. I bet you he loves Outbreak, ladies and gentlemen. That's how bad this
Well,
is.
Blood of the Dead had a cool ending cutscene. That's where the positive stopped for me.
Yep. Cutscene, music, and the high
It
rounds.
suffers the same problems all Black Ops 4 maps do.
Yep.
The perk system is ass.
Yep.
Starting with specialist weapons was a big step down from the
Yep.
map-specific ones
Yep.
in Black Ops 3. It made
Yep.
it way too easy as well.
Yep.
I actually love the perks.
We say that, but also in BO3 you can start the Perkaholic. It just didn't, it wasn't that it was too easy. It was the fact that there was no sense of accomplishment. You know, there was a quest to go get the special weapon. In this game, you just spawned in it. There was no sense of accomplishment.
System. It encourages trying new loadouts instead of the same perks every time.
Well, Joe,
That's fine, but with a game like Cold War where you can have every perk, that's preferred. And then with BO4, it's like if you want to change your mind mid-game, you can't. So
that doesn't really make sense because everyone ran the same 4 perks usually anyways.
yeah, and that too. Everybody ran the same
Dying Wish
perk.
was a crutch perk. Winter's Wail was really overpowered. There was still little variety. What map you were playing would determine what perks you brought. I mean, a lot of the perks were lame anyways, like Blaze Phase. Who uses that shit?
Yeah, who used Zomshell? Who the what is it? Something Razor, Electrical Razor? I don't know. Ethereal Razor? Those suck. Those suck. You would always run the same 4 perks, which is Dying Wish, Stamina Up because you run super slow in BO4, Winter's Wail, and then your last perk might fluctuate a little bit. You know, Bandolier Bandit, maybe Victorious Tortoise, which I love to run. You know, something like that. But God, bro, it's just like, every time I think of
Joe
BO4, I get sad.
Well, still, Blood of the Dead had a lot of good storytelling in it, and the new areas were really interesting to play on, like the new spawn area and the catwalk to get to the prison. And my boy, the Blundergat, was back
My boy, Magma Gat was
with
cool.
a new variant.
No, Sleepy Joe.
But why would they make the Magma Gat and then nerf the fuck out of the Acid Gat? That doesn't make sense.
The only blunder here is your entire presidency. They nerfed the Blundergat and Acid Gat hard from Mob of the Dead. Not to mention the Hell's
For no reason.
Retriever was useless since you only had 1 equipment slot.
Exactly.
They removed the plane,
Exactly.
added a moving pack-a-punch,
Why?
and even retconned a lot of the great
A moving pack-a-punch that I'm pretty sure you couldn't tell which spot it was at. There was no marker to tell you which spot it was
lore
at.
that Mob of the Dead had. Immediate F tier. We pretend
Yeah.
this shit doesn't exist too.
I gotta agree, as a certified Mob of the Dead enjoyer, to see how they fucked up the remake everyone wanted the most. I can't help but cry when I think about it.
Okay, calm down, George. It's just a game. Still, to make sure Joe's opinion is taken into account, I'll drop it in D.
Thanks, Obama.
Moving on, we
Thanks,
have
Obama.
Classified.
Not thanks, Barack. Thanks, Obama.
I think it lost a lot of the charm that 5 had, but I also really enjoy how Pack-a-Punch is at Groom Lake. And while not as good as playing as presidents, the Ultimus crew finally returning for the first time since Moon was really great. Plus, they buffed the Winter's Howl.
Yeah.
B tier.
Solid points, George, but I would have to say C tier considering the Easter egg was to get to round 150. I remember trying that when this game first came out and my shit blue screened at round 149. Never again.
Dang.
I gotta agree with Donnie, plus the new areas of the map were also kind of pointless. It is nice how they added a shield, though. I would still say it's a B tier, one of the better Black Ops 4 Ether maps.
Okay,
I
B
would
tier it is.
disagree. The new areas were good. I liked the area. I mean, they were just nice to have more space. The 2 rooms upstairs was nice. The room in the middle was nice. Yeah, I would disagree. I do think it sucks they didn't have the Pentagon Thief. I wish they kept it. But Groom Lake was sick. The new Pack-a-Punch was cool. I mean, I guess Easter egg cutscene's not great for round 50, but it was trying to be a fan service for high round players. And 150 is pretty crazy. I think if it was just 100, it would be way better. But man, I just wish that. I don't think it. I mean, I guess B. They dog on it a bunch, and B tier's a fine place. I'm not gonna say, but I think Classified is
Then next up is one of my favorites, Voyage of Despair.
Seriously, Sleepy?
Dude, I knew he would like Voyage. I said Blood of the Dead, Voyage, and Dead of the Night. 3 awful maps.
You like this shipwreck of a map, pun intended? I know your old ass was probably on the Titanic when it sunk.
Yeah, it reminds me of my childhood.
But this map layout is horrendous. There's way
Real.
too many special zombie types. The
Real.
Kraken and its
In the
variants are
entirety of
subpar,
Chaos.
And the Easter egg fucking blows. Not to mention it's part of the shitty Chaos storyline.
I would say the Chaos story is shitty, but it's.
Well, the
not.
boss fight was one of Treyarch's best, to be fair.
It was a great boss fight. That's a great point.
And the Easter egg is one of Treyarch's worst.
That's another great point.
I mean, the planet step speaks for itself.
The step sucks.
That shit is nearly impossible to do solo, and even with friends, it is utterly.
And even the special type zombie step on solo sucks too. And the clock step. The clock step's okay.
Confusing.
All the
Yeah, Joe, you're alone
all the
on this.
writing
This
on the
shit has to go
wall.
in F tier.
Fuck you guys. You all can't recognize a good map when you see it. I will defend the Chaos maps till I die.
Which won't be very long, you fucking fossil.
Why are you always making things personal, Trump? I'm tired of
Dang.
it. Can't wait till your ass goes to prison.
Dang.
Then nobody will be there to carry you through every Easter egg, dumbass. You better
Real?
pardon me if shit goes down or else you're fucked.
Guys, let's just move on, please. Next up is 9.
Yeah, you better pardon
Well,
him, bro.
everyone knows I hate chaos, but this one is all right, I guess. Not as hyped up as people say it is. I mean, the layout is just a circle at the end of the day, but I do enjoy the aesthetic of the map. The gladiators and tigers are pretty interesting enemies.
They're good enemies.
Let's talk about the Easter egg.
Good training spot in the middle of that map
I
too.
think it's pretty decent, although some of the steps are kind of out there, like collecting dung.
Yeah, not sure what.
I think the steps are great. I think this is one of the best Easter eggs ever. Collecting poo is fine because it makes sense because it's like soil for the tree for Danu. I like the fact that you got to go to the 4 gods and beat their champions for Pack-a-Punch and then for the Easter egg. I think it's the best, one of the best Easter eggs ever. Probably the best Easter egg of BO4, even though I think Ancient Evil's got a great egg. And I think it's one of the best Easter eggs ever. So 9, I'd put in A tier.
What that's about. But at the end, you get to fight
Yeah.
not 1, but 2 motherfucking zombie elephants. I
That was
respect 9
sick.
as a map, probably the best chaos map to just jump in and play. I can
It was
settle for
sick.
A tier.
That's what I'm talking about, Donald. Seems we can agree on something.
And not to mention Donald, it features another banging Avenged Sevenfold track.
It does feature Mad Hatter, which is indeed a banging event simple
It's
track.
the Easter egg song.
Glad that didn't take long and we all agreed.
Oh, I'm sure Joe is about to tell us how much he loves Dead of the Night.
Yep.
What a dumb map. Whoever would have thought we'd be killing Count fucking Dracula and the Wolfman and zombies?
Count
So
Dracula,
sad.
I hate this
Just
map,
thinking
bro.
about it makes me
honestly, Dead of Night is, in my opinion, the worst map in Zombies history.
Want to go on a tweet storm.
Well, Donald, you might be surprised to know I don't like this map. I can never figure it out. There's like 100 fucking part spawns on this map.
Yeah, dude, silver bullets and ugh.
And I don't feel like opening a MrDalekJD video every time
Dalek.
I want to play zombies. Not to mention opening Pack-a-Punch is tedious and monotonous.
Yeah, it's
I
annoying
do
as-
like the dark and gloomy atmosphere.
good
The
atmosphere.
silver bullets are a unique mechanic. And the
Yeah.
Alistair's Folly is a strong as hell wonder weapon with a fun upgrade quest.
If by fun upgrade
I don't think it's a fun upgrade quest, but it's a good
quest
weapon.
you mean fucking stupid. I mean, this one requires you to pick up vampire shit. What's the obsession with fecal matter?
Yeah, that's a good point. 9, you pick up shit? No. Now Dead of the Night?
In this game?
It's a good point.
I never really noticed that before, but Don has a point.
Good point.
Still, I think it belongs in C tier. What are you fellas thinking?
I think it's an A tier. It's my favorite Chaos map.
I got to side with Donald on this one. This map is miserable.
F
D tier is the absolute highest I can go, but I'd be happier with F.
Thank you, Sleepy Joe, and this is why we're friends. Maybe I'll drop the Sleepy from your name during the campaign season.
Fine, we'll meet in the middle at C tier since you all want to be haters.
Haters. It's just a bad map.
Is Ancient Evil. Probably the peak of the Chaos story, and ironically the end as well.
Yeah, I can't believe just when things were really getting interesting, they ended it. At least we got that kiss between Medusa and Scarlet during the cutscene.
That shit was pretty
Joe, you wouldn't like the kiss because they're over 18.
hot, not gonna lie.
I mean,
Michelle Obama.
this map was goofy as fuck, like all of Chaos, but I do like the wonder weapons. My favorite is probably the Hand of Charon. The shield was pretty dope.
The wonder weapons are awesome.
And
The
the
shield
Easter
is
egg
sick.
is actually really fucking fun.
Yeah.
The
Great
hit
egg.
your mark step is one of the most fun steps in Zombies history.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Can we settle on A tier for Ancient Evil?
Fine by me.
Sure thing, Joe.
Okay, next up is Alpha Omega.
Oh, I love this map too.
All right, motherfucker, you're back to being Sleepy Joe.
Joe, how can you like this dog shit? I mean, it's just Nuketown Zombies, just slightly bigger.
I think it's a fine map. I don't hate it. I would say that it is. I'll say that it's C tier, maybe.
And the entire bunker is
I think
just
it's
ripped
average.
from blackout mode. The Easter egg is not challenging. And while seeing the Avogadro return with more lore was cool.
Purnell, right? Is it
wasn't really
Purnell?
a boss fight.
Oh, I thought his name was Avocado this whole time.
You thought the Electric Man was named after a fruit?
Stupid Joe.
What do you like about Alpha Omega?
He fell asleep. He fell asleep.
Joe, wake the fuck up.
Huh? Oh, sorry, what'd I miss?
We just dropped Alpha Omega in F tier. That's what you missed. On to Tag der Toten.
Nah, it's not F tier.
This map was pretty
Aw,
mid.
Come on.
Call of the Dead being remade was pretty cool, and I do like some of the additions, but again, it's BO4, so it's going to be a little lower than it could be.
The addition of the Golden Pack-a-Punch machine definitely made this map stand out compared to the rest of
True.
BO4.
True.
Playing as Victus again
But the
was
wonder weapons.
nice too.
Who wants
No, it
to
wasn't.
play as Victis during the final Ether map?
Yeah.
And instead of a real cutscene, we get another Microsoft fucking PowerPoint presentation.
Yep.
We should have gotten the Great War map, not this sad excuse of an ending.
It literally makes me depressed thinking about
Donald the
that.
Great War map never existed.
It did, before Treyarch fucked up BO4 so badly. Factions never came out. Zombies Chronicles 2 never came out. No wonder Jason Blundell got fired.
Let's stick to talking about Tag.
I've never seen so many trues in my life. Put some trues in the chat.
I, for one, hate how they killed off Primus and Ultimus. It felt so out of character for Nikolai to do his friends like that. Even if it had to happen, it was anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I say since our opinions are all over, we stick it firmly in the middle at C tier.
Oh boy, on to Cold War Zombies, my favorite.
More like Cold Snore.
Cold Snore.
Zombies.
Yeah, I don't like the Warzone influence. Every map in this game feels the same. There's no variety at all, aside from the map's wonder weapon and the Easter egg, which also take a huge step back in quality.
Felt like I was playing Warzone Zombies.
In terms of gameplay, every map feels
Warzone
exactly
Zombies.
the same.
Yeah, no wonder Joe likes it. It holds his hand through every step of the Easter egg, and with no perk limit in the armor system, surviving to high rounds becomes a test of patience
I
instead of
forgot Cold War had an armor system.
a test of skill.
And don't get me started on the story. The intel system was so fucking stupid.
Yep.
And with so many pieces of it, the only way to follow what was going on was to watch a YouTube video explaining it all. Richtofen and Samantha were the only interesting characters. Bringing campaign characters into Zombies was stupid as hell.
Yeah, but dumb as... Dude, why is Weaver, like, the main character? I guess Ravenov is cool. I guess Peck is fine.
What about Peck?
I guess
he was
Valentina.
Cool. Same with Weaver and Raptor
Yeah.
1.
Raptor 1, dude.
Raptor 1, the guy who exfils you from the map, that's not a character. He's a gameplay element. Peck was okay, but the scene in Firebase Z where he dances is kind of cringe.
Not to mention, we never got the Transit remake we deserve. I mean, think about it. Nobody's going to be playing Firebase Z 5 years from now. I say we lump all of them into F tier.
Now hold your horses, Cheeto Man. Cold War is still fun and brought a lot of new players to the game, even if it did lose a lot of the personality that Zombies had before.
Yep.
I say we give Cold War credit for that.
Yes.
Okay, but
At launch, the Cold War was very popular in Zombies. You had big streamers playing it.
Firebase Z and Forsaken definitely belong in F.
I wouldn't say Forsaken.
Worst Treyarch maps along with Transit.
Don't you dare compare those maps to my beloved Transit. I ought to build a great huge wall around your house just for making such a comment.
Okay, well, those maps are definitely bottom of the pack, but D Machine and Mauer der Toten are genuinely a good time. Please, let's put them in B tier at least.
Okay, we can do
Mauer's
that.
good.
This shit is more rigged than the 2020 election. Those maps are horrible too.
Trump, you got a lot more say
No
than
Outbreak?
Joe did on this tier list. Just shut up and accept it, even though we know you can't accept when you don't get your way.
What about Outbreak?
Dog shit. Not real zombies, just multiplayer maps with zombies thrown in.
I gotta agree, Outbreak really isn't what we expect out of Zombies. Drop it in D tier.
I can live with that. I enjoy it, but it's not for everyone.
Okay, well, that settles it. No point ranking Farm or Bus Depot, but I know for a fact we all think Town is an A-tier experience, so let's drop that there.
Well, this tier list is more cursed than I would like, but overall this was pretty fun.
Yeah, I had a good time. Our opinions are definitely all over the place, but we still managed to make a tier list with everyone's input.
How about we get an Easter egg going?
Ooh, fuck yes, Transit.
Transit.
You and your Transit. All right, fuck it. I'm game.
All right, let's show these undead fuckers what happens
All right, ladies
when
and
you mess
gentlemen.
with the presidential Zomboys.
Not with the presidential Zomboys. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Here's your list. Here are the two lists side by side. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. We have... This is my list on the right. This is their list on the left. My list isn't in order. By the way, my list is not in order. Let's look. I'm gonna say... Okay, well... Let me just, like... Alright. Derice, Mob, Origin, Shadows, Drive, Drag. Pretty similar to me. No, Derice is in A tier. The biggest differences is I have Forsaken in B. I have Dead of the Night in F. I got Zetsubo. Zetsubo's in C. Moon should be. I have Moon in S tier. I love Moon. I actually love Moon. D Machine's an A tier map. I like D Machine. Put more respect on Mauer der Toten, bro. Mauer der Toten's a good map. I don't know what the disrespect is about Mauer der Toten. I think it's a good map. Tag is fine. But that's my list, ladies and gentlemen. Buried is too low. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of my list. I think it's a good list. I think it's a good list. Let me know what you guys think. As my list compared to the Presidential Zomboys, I'm gonna link the video down in the description below. I really enjoyed it. Watching it, and yeah, I thought it was amazing. I know this is a super long video, but this is just me watching the Presidential Zomboys make an amazing tier list, and then honestly giving my own tier list. And I know a lot of people want to see my map tier list because I make so many other ones, and yeah, that's what my list is. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. Fuck Ascension. Ascension sucks. 9 is really good. Mauer is better than anything in Cold War, and yeah, that's all I got. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you, ladies and gentlemen, in the next video.
So